paradise.
Kids are amazing.
Captain Fantastic, a new movie about a dedicated father of 6 who's focused on transforming his young kids into adults, but then tragedy strikes. Viggo Mortensen plays that father and joins us this morning. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
So Toronto Sun called Captain Fantastic the best film that we'll see all year. Film critic from the San Francisco Chronicle called it one of your best performances. When you signed on for this film, did you think it'd be a home run?
You never know. I thought this had as good a chance as any script I'd read, though, because it's so well written. The characters are fascinating. They're well drawn. I knew it'd be a big challenge to make it. You know, I said to the director, I said, you know, it's a great script, but unless you find 6 genius kids between the ages of 7 and 18 who can do all these things, who can, you know, speak these lines.
Right. You said Americans are undereducated and over-medicated.
Exactly when is Mom coming back?
Fortunately, he found 6 amazing young actors. You know?
And I heard to prepare for this movie, you actually held like a 2-week boot camp for you and all your on-screen kids.
Yeah, I mean, before that, before the boot camp, you know, obviously all of us had prepared individually the skills we had to show in the movie, but we were really busy for those couple of weeks. Every day, rock climbing, not my favorite, but got through it.
All the way to the top.
Lots of running, playing a lot of music together. Some of the girls had to learn to butcher and skin animals.
Whoa.
Bagpipe lessons, going out in the woods, learning how to make shelters, spending the night, you know, building fires without lighters or matches. I mean, I don't know, just a million things we did. By the time we got to the first day of shooting, we knew each other really well. We liked each other, fortunately,
yeah.
and you can feel that. You know, watch this movie, you really feel this is a real family, I think.
Wow. You've been in a ton of movies. You also write poetry, music, shoot photography, paintings. I mean, your paintings, I read, are in galleries all around the world. What can you not do? I mean, have you always been so artsy?
It's not just artsy, it's just curious about life, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
even as a little kid, I remember not being afraid of it, but kind of resenting, or being aware, at least, of the fact that life is finite, and just wanting to make the most of it. I love to travel. I like to speak with you. I like to hear what people have to say. And
right now, this is your first real test. Remember your training.
I think that this movie, in a way, speaks to the value of communicating with others, of listening to others, which is a lost art in our society right now. We can obviously see, not only in, obviously in Dallas recently and other parts of the country, there are a lot of problems that come home to roost as a result of not communicating, not listening to each other, not engaging with people who look at the world and think differently than perhaps you do or I do.
They're going to be totally unprepared for the real world.
And I happen to think the opposite is true.
It's child abuse.
That almost hit me.
If I wanted to hit you, I would have hit you.
Without being political, this story is about that. Let's try to figure out a way to rebalance and coexist, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like a great lesson to learn, and especially from a movie. I love that. Well, Captain Fantastic is rated R. It's in theaters now. You can find a link to the film on our website, fox4news.com. Can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for your time.